I was just making sure my mic was working. Let us know when we're live, Moondog.
We're live.
All right. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Another edition of Flying with the Monkeys on our world tour. Tonight we are flying the Just Flight Boeing 757 Freemium. We have Mr. Moondog as usual, Draco as usual.
Hello.
And we have Aviation Pilot flying with us tonight. So let's see, we are going to take off from Ko Samui, Thailand, VTSM, and we're going to fly to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. And then we're going to turn around there and we're going to fly to Changi, Singapore.
That is why we keep him around, I'm telling you.
How about that, huh? I don't know if it was right, but it sure sounded good. I sold it.
You sold it. Better than I would have butchered it, so.
So, yeah.
So, yes, hello, everyone.
Started.
Question is, how do I get the
VORs for next airport? After the next one, I don't have that one set in yet. Actually, I figured during the flight I would do my flight plan for the next hop. All right, so I'm going to do startup. Draco, you're already started.
Well, sort of. I have the APU running, but nothing else.
And then Zig is started up, and
well, my
AV is already running.
I had apparently both engines were running when I loaded the plate in this time, and I turned one off, so I was worried I was going to be the guy that wasn't going to be able to get engines going this time. But
okay,
I just fired up the other one. I kind of went out of sequence, but I still have to set up the FMS and all that.
So do I. Switch all these.
On, off. Okay, how do we...
Alright, now we'll go down here.
Cruise speed is 300, right? And our cruise level was 270?
Was going to be 330, it's not 270.
Yeah, I was just leaving mine in the flight plan as is, and then I'll just request for change in air.
Well, I left mine in the flight plan as it was too, so.
Alright.
Okay, I got that done. So let's see.
Rotate. B2.
Route button.
So retract flaps. At 220.
Load flight plan.
Best climb speed 276.
We're going semi to somewhere, right? Is that it?
To somewhere?
Well, it doesn't show up when I load it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. SMUSK, VMKK, WMKK. Yeah. Okay, that's the right one.
Get autopilot set up.
Is that all we gotta do there? Is just load in the route, more or less?
Check your V numbers.
For the departure, V1, PR, and V2.
Okay, I mean, I don't have to put in any other information, right? I just have to load it.
Correct.
Alright, and then...
We're at a point where now we do tower clearance.
Oh, I can go to...
Load. Sim. Load active. So that's set. I think everything's set up.
And
Okay.
squawk. Radio nav.
That's up.
Next page. What was it? 0672. Yes, read back now.
Shrink this down.
Flight attendant brought me dinner too late, so I'm trying to finish it and get the plane started all at the same time.
Okay.
0024.
So in case anybody's wondering, I've flown this plane 5 times, maybe? Crashed it 4?
No,
So
you've crashed it less than that.
nuh-uh. I've only landed it once.
Requesting taxi.
Okay,
I
we're
think
going.
you're fibbing.
Nope. So when I set the heading to, what, does anybody know what our heading is for takeoff?
I haven't even requested yet, so
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't asked me. It hasn't told me yet.
Okay, vertical speed is 25.
All right. Runway 35.
yep.
So that would put our heading at 0.
350.
Okay.
And the true heading is actually 354. If you wanted to get real technical.
Yeah, 350 is good enough for me. All right. Let's see which way they have me going. Oh, this ought to be fun.
So 354, you said? And did you set your altitude for the full altitude right away? Yeah.
It told me takeoff was to 6,000.
Okay. And then, don't we have to arm like the flight director and the AT arm, the auto throttle, or do we do that later?
You do that when you're out on the runway.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm at pushback and
Yep.
taxi. Okay.
All right.
Have any of you guys started pushing back yet? Oh yeah.
I am.
Alright, I'll wait a second then.
Got my engines firing up.
Yeah, you guys were ready before I was, so I'll wait and go last.
I guess I could do my radio stuff.
Yep. Aviation, you ready for pushback? You're doing good?
IFR to Kuala Lumpur, ready to copy. Boeing Zulu India Golf is clear to Kuala Lumpur Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 14,000. Departure frequency is 119.75.
That's good.
Squawk 1154.
Maintain 6,000 is what it said.
Boeing Zulu India Golf clear to Kuala Lumpur Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 14,000. Departure on 119.75. Squawk 1154. Boeing Zulu India Golf, read back correct. Contact
So can anyone spy down there? Is there room to sit down there, or are we going to have to literally take off and then next one move down?
I will let you know when I get down there.
Fly runway heading. Climb and remain
It
at
doesn't
it gave
look
me
like it has it, but
it gave me 14,000 feet, but it didn't tell me the runway.
it doesn't until you do pushback for taxi.
Oh, okay.
Do what it tells you then. If it tells you 14, then do 14.
ready to taxi IFR. Boeing Zulu
Alright.
India Golf.
That up. I need that to go away.
Oh, 35, right?
Taxiway Bravo, runway
Yeah.
17 Contact tower on 118.9 airplane
That
right.
looks good. My friend.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway.
Thank you, flight
35
attendant.
Via taxiway Bravo, runway 17. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Turn those on. Am I forgetting anything?
Oh, that's what.
Turn the flight director on.
I'm forgetting how to fly this plane.
It's only been 4 weeks since you've flown it.
I don't even know. It's been a while.
A couple of weeks.
Does anybody have an altimeter reading?
I thought I had it, but
Wanting to say it was
hold on.
10, 12.
10, 12.
All right. So there. Flaps 5.
Where do we go to? One end or the other? We might as well just do all our stuff right here.
Almost, yeah.
Basically, you have to go down to the end of the runway, spin around, and then take off.
So I wanted.
Yeah, there's no place down here to park.
I didn't think so.
As it is, it's going to be a pain in the ass just to turn around.
Got a good start on 1.
Hi, Ben. Welcome to the stream. How you doing?
All right. Welcome, Ben. Good start on 2.
What did it say to do?
I will give this plane credit. It can turn on a dime.
APU off.
Oh yeah, that's what I was forgetting. APU off.
It's running, so now I can turn off APU.
Oh, I'm doing good, Ben. Thank you for asking.
Where was that little TCAS? Is that it?
Down on
You have
the
to push shift
knob.
2.
Oh, shift 2?
Yep. You're trying to learn how to do share cockpit. Yeah, Moondog and I only did it once with
We
limited
attempted it once.
success.
Yeah. I think the good thing is you need to make sure you have someone that you can also good internet connections between the two of you.
Alright, let me know when you guys are lined up and holding short, and then I'll take off so I don't get too far out in front of you.
Well, should we all like line up and have our stuff ready and kind of be ready just to pull out maybe then?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you guys are up, are lined up and holding short, then that's when I'll take off.
Where's that?
Aviation, I hope you're not going to pull out in front of me, because there's no place for you to go down here. I saw that Airbus creeping.
Okay, let's see. Have you started pushing back, Moondog? Yes, you have.
I haven't pushed back. I'm going down to the other end, the other
outlet.
The other outlet, yeah.
Yeah, shared cockpit is not something we've rolled out to do in the future. Just it's just that right now, except for I think this plane and the Duke, we don't have any third-party planes that we all own that we all four own.
C-47, but
C-47.
Yeah, but we already have Ernie with us.
Yeah,
so
I mean we have Ernie. You can't kick Ernie out.
And I think Ernie would fly with you even if you did have shared cockpit. Okay, there's FX. There's flight sim for you. Zeke's backing up, and I've got air traffic that just morphed out of him. He just deposited a Lear jet there.
Aw, his plane had a baby.
You're probably safe to go, Draco, because I only got a couple things to do and still gotta have to wait on Moondog, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You got to take off behind, I'll bring up the last spot.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
We'll let aviation go next, and then if you pull in right behind him, then we'll be set.
Turn on the flight director and arm auto throttle.
I see a Zig running down the runway.
Draco.
One of you two. Draco's running down the runway. Gathering speed.
Oh boy.
I see wheels wobbling.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, 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 shit. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Come on, come on.
Come on.
The hell I'm not.
I missed the end there. Dang it, because this thing that quit spinning around.
Base game planes, they do work for, you know what? I don't care anymore. Go away. I don't need you. Alright. Yeah, they do work. As a matter of fact, me and Moondog, we did the Lear jet. That's in the base game plane.
I was trying to think which one it was, and I am very sure aviation is taxiing at correct speed down there. And what he responded to in chat in Discord was, yes, he is. Technically, the speed is 14 or 15 knots per, and he is traveling at 14. So
Gauge.
What we're going to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to set the speed hold selector, and we can arm that, and then we can do the same thing headed down there.
Yeah, right now we're using it's considered a freemium third-party add-on, 757.
Yeah, from Just Flight.
Right.
Anyone can go download it. It's a really well put together. A lot of all the things that you would want with it.
Where's the altitude
I mean, it's
hold? Altitude hold. Okay.
There's a base start for the FMC unit. There's most all of the controls, it would get you into deciding if you really want to go this way with the plane. Aviation's down there doing a 4-point turn.
Alright, switch that to there. And
So to engage the auto throttle, do you hit the SPD button?
no, the
The one
toga.
above it, the toga. Yeah.
Toga.
Okay. Like to lock in the 220?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, the auto thrust will just get you going. Then once you're in the air, you should hit speed to lock in your.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah.
But you hit the toga first?
The toga, yeah. The toga will get you launched off the runway.
Like you hit that like right when you get ready to go?
Yeah. Then we're all using Discord to communicate.
You hit that right when you're ready to go then, Moondog?
Yes.
I've never used the toga.
There's aviation climbing like a bat out of here.
Oh, is he out?
Yep.
So I need to get moving then?
Yep.
Or were you going?
Go ahead. Go ahead. You set, or you want me to go?
No, I'm set.
All right.
As soon as I take off the parking brake.
Okay.
That'll give me time to, when I crash on takeoff, then,
Just do it far enough down the way so we can still take off and,
And then just kind of hop over you.
Right.
Looking for aviation.
Speaking about that, I'm just going to go ahead and do a save real quick.
I remember below 2,000 you can't go over 250, or below 10,000 you can't go over 250.
Nope, that's why I set mine for 245 when I'm doing that, just to get going.
Looking for everybody else, but I do not see them.
You've got two still on the ground, one other than you in the air, so. Airbus 321 N8009T is aviation.
Why didn't that load the first time? That was weird.
Oh, Draco, you went way up and then looped back around, so technically aviation is going to be first one on course.
I'm at 14,000.
No, but I mean, you went north. He looped around real quick and headed south.
Yeah.
So he's actually ahead of you on the route.
That's because I followed the heading out.
At runway
Yeah.
35, ready for takeoff. IFR to Kuala Lumpur. Boeing Zulu India Golf cleared for takeoff. Runway 35.
So Drake
Cleared for takeoff.
Zeke's down there. Zeke's
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 35.
set.
Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Push this up to 280.
We're going to go for it. Hope I'm ready. I don't think I set my flaps.
It's always a good thing to do. Look down there. Yep, he's moving.
map so I can see where everybody is.
Oh, nicely done, Zig.
Don't speak too soon now, Moondog.
Yeah. I see Zig right underneath me at 500 feet. Yeah, I'm getting up to flight level pretty damn quick.
And focus. That's set. That's set. Double check. Those are on.
Alright. Turn on weather radar.
It's down.
I'll set that right over here. We'll make it a little bit bigger so we can see it.
So we're heading down.
I see Zig circling around.
Be nice if there's not one bug that comes up with like the little speed thing in it.
Shift 1.
No.
No?
What do you mean a bug?
Well, it's in there, but that gives you like the whole 2D cockpit, which is fine,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, aviation's flying his Airbus that I think has nitrous on the engines.
Right. Now that we're down here.
It's gonna be a nice bit of separation though for when we all get ready to land, so we're not landing on top of one another.
Hey, I got hacked. Welcome to the stream. You got the 737 PMDG. PDMG. I think you mean PMDG maybe. But yeah, very cool. I've looked at that one. But then I just turned and walked away. Let's see, we could go to...
Raise our view up here a little bit, because otherwise we look like a toddler flying a 757.
And then finally reset this. Not at that. Set their flaps.
I think that's where we took off right
Set.
there.
Take off, reset that way. Cleared. Toga.
So I got to thinking, 20 minutes, we're not even going to be able to get the altitude in 20 minutes before we have to land again for that next for the next leg in this.
Not really. Not really. I'd like to know what it is on this thing.
Well, I don't activate autopilot or anything until...
Yeah, it must be that autopilot that does that.
Because I don't activate autopilot or anything until I'm fairly high up.
How long am I supposed to stay at 14,000?
Until they tell you. Or if you're like me, you cancel the IFR and do whatever the hell you feel like.
Well, I didn't cancel the IFR, but I didn't tune in Bangkok Center.
Bangkok Center, Boeing Zulu India Golf, with you at 14,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf, Bangkok Center, Roger, altimeter 2988. Boeing Zulu India
There we go. Now it's going to get a little quieter. Engines are throttling down. We're at 300, about 302 knots, 27,000 feet. So I should actually be catching up with aviation because he's doing a ground speed of 417 at 25.6. And I'm doing a ground speed of 445.
He's wanting me to do a 19. Okay.
Just about to pass TOC.
Okay.
Put me up
6.5.
at 19,000. So I want to go to 27.
What is the website you guys go to for all your ILS and everything?
It doesn't work for international.
It doesn't?
Nope. Google would be the next choice for international.
Yeah, and then what I've done is I will JEPP view has a lot of the charts as just a PDF. And
yeah, I just pulled
then
up.
You got to
PDF.
scroll through those.
So, if y'all excuse me for a second while I get quiet, while I look for...
$245. Note to self, don't do freaking autopilot that soon again, because I had it clicked for the one, but I didn't have it set right for takeoff. Don't do that. Got it. I should learn that.
ATIS. wonder if those are the ILSs. It says for runway 14 left, 32 right. 121.65 for runway 14 right, 32 left, 21.8. I think those are the only two ILS runways. Yeah, it's only got two runways. Alright. Well, since the wind is kind of coming out of the north, I'm gonna guess it's gonna be 32 left or 32 right.
Kuala
Could
Lumpur.
be.
Yeah.
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 There's 14 and 32.
Well, there's a left and a right.
There's ILS 14 and ILS 32.
Okay, well, I got a Jepson map here that gives me 14 left, 14 right, 32 left, 32 right.
Yeah. I'm just saying on the GPS there's ILS approaches for all four of those options.
Okay. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be... I'm going to say they're going to have us coming in at 32.
So do you have an ILS for that?
I do. For 32 right, it's going to be 121.65. 32
121.65.
Yep, 32 left would be 121.8.
Okay.
And then I also have course also.
What are those?
For 32 and for 32 it's going to be 326.
Okay.
What did you say ILS was for 33 or 32?
32. I'm going to say it's going to be 32 right. So 121.65.
121. For the ILS, that's only goes up to 109 to 1.
That's all I got. That's all I have.
17. Okay.
Yeah, I got one. It says runway 14 or 32. 12165 or 121.8.
Might have to keep looking on that.
Well, at least we know the course. Now we just have to find the ILS.
110.7.
110.7, really?
For what?
I think so.
32.
110.7 for. No, wait a minute. That's for the other direction. But it should be the same one either way. No, it's not. 111.9.
For 32 right or left, 111.9?
Left is 111.9. Right is 109.1.
Are we doing left?
I went with 111.9. So
No, wait a minute.
14. All right, so for 32 right,
I thought we were doing 32 left.
I'm trying to find 32 left. I found 32 right, 32 right. I quit. Trying to find the where we intercept our transition altitude. All right, so for 32 left, right. So for 32 left, I'm only getting a departure. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Here it is. I see it. It doesn't make sense. Well, I would imagine that 32 right and 32 left would have just about the same approach, wouldn't it?
Sometimes. I think, from what I've been seeing on some of the charts.
Because I'm only getting information for departure of 32 left.
$3,000
Is that what you got?
for 32 left.
We're going to take off from where we're landing and going to Singapore, which is WSSS Aviation. And for anyone else that's jumping in and wanting to fly with us still yet tonight, you can jump in at that point and fly with us.
So I'm not sure where exactly.
I set up VORs, but I don't have that flight plan set up yet. Aviation. I am just now getting to top of climb.
You know, this is probably all stuff we should be doing before we're in the air. Just saying.
Not necessarily.
Some of it, but not all of it. You should have the plan, but even when you're in flight, you're going to have change of weather and stuff like that. Finalizing stuff, double check what you have. But then again, you probably also have plenty of time before your flight to go look it up, make sure you have it, and have it all bookmarked.
32 left
on your iPad.
And it's only vectors for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What did I forget to do? Darn it!
One.
Forgot to hit the timer.
Oh, I always forget that damn timer. Alright, let's look outside, see if we can see anybody.
Nope. I mean, I'm trailing Zig, but I'm on the active sky radar, but I'm not close enough to see him yet.
Well, aviation put the throttle down, and he's pulling ahead of me.
So if I go to procedure or progress, SKL.
Yep.
I'm 85.
Okay, SKL, I am 10.
So you're 75 miles ahead of me.
The join map is working tonight.
Oh, is it? Cool. Hey, Zig, how far from SKL VOR are you?
I have no idea. Hold on, let me get back over there.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just trying to find distance
From where?
a little bit. SKL
I am 54 miles.
54, so 26 ahead of me. And I missed what aviation said, so I gotta pull it up on the other one.
Pretty funny how there's only just a couple minutes between each of us taking off, yet we're that far apart.
$290 knots. I'm doing 330.
I'm
Wait.
doing 300.
You'll be passing me then, Moondog.
And me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at 300 also, like Draco.
Yeah. I'm just wanting to catch up a little bit. I'll back it off.
I mean, if you're 70 miles behind me, you even at 330, you got a bit before you pass me.
No, I know, but I'm just saying that nothing wrong with me doing that to catch up some.
And
Did you guys change your altitude and go to about 27?
I'm at 27.
They told me to go to 31.
Well, that's because that's what your flight plan was filed for.
Oh,
You can, when you pull up the
yeah.
radio, you can request.
Looks like aviation's getting into the weather.
Bangkok Center, Boeing Zulu India Golf, request flight level 310. Boeing Zulu India Golf, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Alright. Altimeter is 111 now.
Climb and maintain flight level 310. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
There we go.
Okay, so if we
Boeing Zulu India Golf, request flight level
Do
270. Boeing
flight
Zulu
planner.
India Golf, climb and maintain
That
flight
goes
level
dark, so
270.
that's
Climb and maintain flight level 270.
do that. Yep,
Boeing
there we go.
Zulu India Golf.
So we want to select WMKK.
So when we took off, these storms weren't here.
Not this close, probably, but they're moving. We're moving.
You got to move it, move it.
Move it. Yeah. Someone was watching a little.
Yeah. Madagascar.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, Madagascar today, wasn't he?
I've seen nothing but Disney for the past 3 days.
I spelled Boeing wrong on my YouTube description.
Did I wonder if I spelled it wrong. B-O-I-N-G?
That's not right, is it?
I don't know, is it?
B-O-E-I-N-G.
Well, shit, I spelled it wrong too.
Yeah. Boing.
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 Who's
Boing.
been watching too much? Yeah.
Oh wait, that's a different type of movie. Boing.
Oh.
Here comes that left-hand turn.
So soon, we haven't even made the first stop. Oh no, that was Wayne's World. It's Shawing. Shawing. I don't want to jinx it, but I have green internet tonight. Or at least on YouTube.
Yeah, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues. Now that I've said that.
Yeah, I know, right? I kind of didn't want to say it, but
it appears as though our flight plan is going to take us right into some nasty, nasty weather. Who's over speeding?
I'm not overspeeding yet.
I thought I heard the overspeed warning.
No, I've got it just underneath, but my flight plan is not. Zoom.
There's some lightning below us. I love active sky. I doubt we would have gotten all this weather with the in-game stuff. Just to be on the safe side. Turn the seatbelts on.
What range are you looking at the active sky at, Draco?
32 nautical miles on the big map. The small map for the plane, I'm at 75.
Wow, you're at 32?
Yeah. Being in that close, you get really good detail of the different parts of the storm.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go, everybody. Bend over, put your head between your knees.
Why? It's not that bad.
Ooh, that was a loud clap of thunder.
You have that. I don't hear the weather over top of my plane.
Sometimes I do. Most of the time I do. I didn't hear one yet. I was actually off on the join map.
I got to make sure that the sound on the stream and all that doesn't, when I jump into the other stuff, the sound goes away. I want to make sure the sound is staying on the stream. It should, but to be honest, I don't know for sure because I'm not listening to it ever.
No, it goes away, I think.
Hey, a little bit of turbulence.
Because it's in a window and not on the game capture. All right.
Well, for me, it hears what's in my headphones. Basically, it's the headphone feed, so plus the mic. So whatever I hear in the headphones is what
Right.
goes to the
Yeah.
stream.
That's what
Right.
mine is.
Right, and I have it through the desktop, which is the same thing basically, but
Well, I mean that's what my OBS is set to, is to desktop, but but then OBS is set to my headphones feed. If that makes any sense.
yeah. So your next VOR is VIH.
Yep.
Okay, and then VBA after that, and then landing. Okay.
Yep. And I am 83 miles from VIH.
83. Wow.
I'm 129.
160. Actually, 161. 160 now. So that's 30. We're still about the same distance.
Well, I sped up a little bit.
I ended up off track because I was trying to make sure I had the IFR for the next flight, and
Yeah.
it started to head me straight towards that.
You can't put it into the FMC as load standby?
No, I was putting it in. I was creating it in FSX. So then Active Sky took it.
Ooh, some lightning. I saw some lightning.
But I haven't tried to do that, so let's
Haven't tried to do what?
set up a second.
Ooh, yeah, we're coming
in
right up to some,
standby.
coming right up to some pinky here.
And it didn't save it.
Kuala Lumpur Center, Boeing Zulu India Golf with you, flight level 271.
So let's try this again.
Kuala Lumpur Center, roger.
So I just want to see if I can do it. Cancel. Yeah, that's it. Okay. RVOR. Save. Yes. No.
That's not my plane making noises. Whose plane is that?
Well, it's got to be Moondog's. This is the only plane you can ever hear.
Yeah, true.
Because I have the sound on the TV and you're hearing it.
Yeah, I was hearing like a buzzing or...
We can always hear your stuff, Moondog.
I'm sorry, I don't
No, that's
want all
fine.
that sound going through my earphones.
That's fine.
So I got it.
No, we weren't complaining about it. I was
We're
just...
just saying.
Yeah.
You're,
That's how we always
usually hear your stuff.
That's how we always knew when you were dying in 7 Days to Die.
Or in PUBG. Or Arma.
Yeah. Yep.
I figured, me cursing about it would be enough.
Oh no, we could hear the gunshots and the
Yeah.
other game noises and stuff. And then you cursing. So then that confirmed. We're like, uh-oh, I think Moondog's getting shot at. And then we heard the cursing. We're like, yeah, he's dead.
And then a few times some of the things you were saying while you were dying made us laugh so hard we got killed.
We got a little bit of lightning going on here.
As Well, just wait. You're in for a treat with a light show.
That is not Winky Steeler's blanket. But he's mad he's following you now.
Whew. Do a round of cocktails on the house, folks, once we get through this turbulence.
You said cocktails.
Hugh Hefner died. I guess you guys heard that, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, we were here when we did that night.
Oh. Guess I wasn't here, huh?
No, you were here. Because it was Monday, I think. But you weren't all here Monday.
No, I was not.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, you are 400 below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain flight level 270.
Alright, now that we're out of the storms, I will be right back.
Climb and maintain flight level 270. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
My autopilot is having a hard time with the turbulence, and I had the ATC yelling at me for being 400 feet below the flight level.
Yeah, well, because I'm trying to set that thing up with the flight planner. Should have done it on the ground. Now I'm all jacked up back here, so I'm...
Yeah, should just leave it alone and wait.
Should have, but it's alright. I've got extra flight time now.
Let's take a look and see where Moondog's at. You don't look too... Yeah, there you are. Off on Moondog trek. Looks like we're got just a couple more cells to go here through here on the storm. Well, that might take you just around the storm a little bit, Moondog. I shouldn't have talked about my stream health. Shouldn't have said nothing. Shouldn't have done it. Ooh, there's some good thunder. So do you remember how to engage the ILS in this plane?
Yes, because I've been flying this with the air hauler
Oh, have you?
a bit, yeah.
So what's the procedure for that then? Or are you in the middle of doing something?
Trying to understand why they're sending me down to 20,000. Yeah, it's once you have the ILS, then you have to hit the LOC, the localizer button.
Well, is there an indicator that pops up? Is that what it is? Somewhere that tells you that you're in range of the localizer?
Yeah, the pink lines come up on the
Right hand side of the little screen,
yeah.
the horizon screen
Yeah.
there?
right.
Okay. And then you just hit the LOC button?
Yeah. And then after you do that, then you hit the approach hold switch right underneath it.
LOC approach hold. And you
And
don't.
then once you do the approach hold, it then does.
It flies you in.
It flies you in, but the localizer button ticks off.
Oh,
It just
okay.
you
Do
hit
you
it on to make sure.
do you keep the VORDME on manual or auto?
Auto.
Auto.
And then, so when you hit the LOC button, does it take you off of like the LNAV?
Right. Takes you off the LNAV, and then you got to make sure that that GPS nav switch is switched up into nav.
Oh, you have to
Right.
switch that.
Yes.
That was a minor detail you left out there, Moondog.
I was getting to all of that.
See, I still
Started
have a
asking me
hard,
other questions.
I still have a hard time trusting the computer because the other night I tried to land this with ILS in air hauler at KSPI, and it damn near put me in the ground.
I think it really does matter on the nav data in FSX and this, or whatever they're using. It's all got to match.
And we should be coming out of the storm cells now.
Making my turn to VBA. To 2988 inches, 2988 inches. Alright. Altimeter set correct?
Technically, you're supposed to be at 2992 at this altitude, right?
No. I'm going by what it's telling me, what Active Sky's telling me.
I'm pretty sure once you're above 18,000 feet maybe or something like that, you're supposed to stay at standard, which is 2992. Everybody's supposed to switch to standard at 2992.
Is that what it is on this? Okay. I knew that you should be going to that, but
Like I was watching Captain Mac's tutorial video on that Hawker. That's the only reason I know it, because I just saw him, I just watched that and he was just talking about it. Like, there's like the knob on there, like to adjust your altimeter. If you, instead of rotating the knob, you know, if you push on the end of it, it automatically goes to 2992.
Yeah, I was telling Moondog I watched that video, and it seemed like that plane had, for the price of it, had a few shortcomings that kind of deal breakers for me.
Well, every business jet does, so.
Well, it just had a lot of things that weren't, like a lot of switches and stuff that did nothing that probably should have, and the documentation was really weak in it.
Yeah, that's Coronado. Uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do? Well, the documentation is all of the Coronado stuff, so.
Damn aviation, where'd you wander off to?
And then all the videos I've watched on all of the small business jets all have their own quirks and issues. Seems like. That's why I never pulled the trigger on one. Although I was reading some of the comments on that Captain Mac video, and somebody commented on there after watching the video that he would just keep his freeware version. He would save the $50 and keep his freeware version of the Hawker that he had. Of course, he didn't mention any more details about what it was, but
Aviation may either have a mechanical malfunction or he may be hijacked.
was he?
I'm the one that's probably hijacked. I'm all over the place back here.
Well, he just shot way off to the east, and then turned around and flew right in front of me, heading back off to the northwest.
Yeah, Moondog's off on his Moondog course back there.
Moondog's moondogging it.
You know, there's like two things now that have been referred to as that's a moondog now. Me running off in whatever direction is a moondog, and being in 3 different places at the same time on ATS is a moondog.
Well, you should be flattered. You're getting things named after you.
Aviation just said his plane went into cold and dark. I don't know if he's back. Well, that was a while ago, though, but a minute ago.
That can't be good.
Yeah, that's never good. It's usually bad.
So I'm back on course, right in the middle, right into one of these storms. That's good.
Don't push that button, Aviation. I'll make it go cold and dark. Whoops. What's this button do?
Something you never want to hear your pilot say. What's this button do?
Or better yet, the plane's cold and dark. There's no power.
Or hold my beer. Watch this.
Speaking of beer.
Speaking of beer.
Hit the flight attendant button. Have her bring you up one. Alright, at TOD. $240. 14,300.
He said he got it fixed and he's back on course. He said in all caps it did it by itself. Right. What's this button do? Oh, I dropped my... Damn it.
Zig, you're just ahead of me. So, VIH, how far are you from it?
VIH, I'm on to, I just turned to VBA, I think.
Just turned to it, so I'm
71. 71 to VBA.
71, so you're 7 into that, so I'm 71 nautical miles behind you. Or in this thing, what, 4 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah, right. Man, the sky sure is pretty.
I just slowed down to 240, going down to 14.3.
I've got lighting, light, spectacular going on back here. I've got lightning all over the place.
Headed back to storms.
Interesting clouds. I know whose idea it was, and I want to thank him, even though there was a whole episode of someone go, mm-hmm. Thank you, Draco, for the getting us into some nice weather. Sure is raining up here. Mm-hmm.
I just ran into a bunch of rain.
Yep, there's a whole nother cell coming up. Well, you're probably in it already, but...
actually, heavy turbulence and moderate hail.
Awesome, I love hail.
Alright, it's probably going to get loud, guys.
Aviation's cooking it at 340.
I'm thinking hail probably isn't the best for a jet engine.
Probably not. Then again, it's not good for your car either.
Alright, well, I'm out of the hail and just heavy turbulence and rain now.
Climb and maintain flight level 300, Pacifica 8325. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Descend and maintain flight level 210.
Oh, they're taking me down to 210. Okay.
Flight level 210. Boeing Zulu India Golf. World travel.
Whatever you say.
4762. Turn left heading 150. Proceed on course. Descend and maintain 17,000. Turn left.
Well, I'm curious.
150,
Nope,
proceed
I
on
never
course.
took seatbelt signs off, which is sort of good. I've been weaving back and forth all over the place back here.
I'm sure everybody has already thrown up like 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, this auto throttle will just flat out spoil you.
Yeah.
Because like the dash, it don't have that.
No.
Every time you do.
The king, you know, you want to speed up, you adjust the throttle, move
Well,
this.
Well, just even if you change your altitude like that, like now you just, you know, I just
Yeah.
knocked off 6,000 on the altitude and it just throttles back for you and maintains the same speed.
Yeah.
You know, with the dash or flying right into a nice light show. With the dash or whatever, you have to manage that, and even with that was one of the things with that Hawker, it doesn't have auto throttle either.
Well, that'll be nice to learn that.
Learn what?
Adjusting thrust on the next plane, you know.
Oh,
There will be a next plane.
I don't know, I'm so used to it.
Holy
that
hail.
It feels weird not doing it.
Holy hell.
I guess that's what that is.
Does it sound like rocks hitting the windshield?
Yeah. Oh, there it went.
It-
Oh, and then it's actually hitting the window, and now it's gone.
Yeah, that's hail.
Yeah, that was great. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. I don't see no hail.
So I got a green stream health, and I don't know if it. Holy hail!
Just so you know, you're going to end up in a downdraft pretty soon, in an updraft of about 3,000 feet per minute.
Holy shit, Captain.
Holy crap! Wow. That got so loud I can't even hear you guys.
Great, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Not sure why they wanted me to go down to 21,000, but
They wanted to see if your plane would resist bouncing through the air.
we're pretty sure they wanted to see how
Wind structure.
strong the front windshield is, because it's got bricks flying at it right now. Wow, man.
Alright, what's the transition altitude? again? Was it 3,000?
3,000 to pick up the, that's where you want to be for your approach.
Yeah, transition altitude is actually for your entrance and exit to the approach, which is higher up. That's like the 12,000 or 6,000.
Descend and maintain 15,000.
Or that's also where you turn on the cabin pressure is also referred to that. So your ILS capture, that's at 3,000. If I understand my terms correctly, and if I'm wrong, someone in chat pop up and say correct, incorrect. Hey, you are stupid and you got it wrong. I don't care. One of those.
2991. Runway 32 right. We want 32 left.
So I'm 114 nautical miles out.
They're giving me vectors.
From destination.
And they're taking me in on, they're wanting to take me in on 32 right.
Alright, and I'm now in a downdraft of
Select
2,200
another
feet.
approach.
Procedure.
ILS 32 left.
ILS 32 left. Destination to the airport. I'm at 108 now. Where you at?
Turn left heading 110. Expect
No.
ILS runway 32 right approach. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Holy crap.
Boeing Zulu India Golf would like ILS runway 32 left approach. Vectors to final. Boeing Zulu India Golf. You are 40 miles north. Turn left heading 135. Expect vectors ILS runway 32 left approach. Sidestep runway 32 right. Turn left heading 135. Expect vectors ILS runway 32.
Oh, I got a feeling we're all gonna crash on this one.
Turn left heading 135.
World travel 4762. Contact Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45. 119.45. World travel 4762. Kuala Lumpur Center. World travel 4762. With you.
Well, aviation's gonna be no. You're first one in, then aviation.
Yep.
One of you two, let us know what if we're going to crash or not.
Oh, we're all probably gonna crash.
Why do you say
Updrafts
that?
and downdrafts are just insane.
Turn left heading 105. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
No, I don't want to. It's nice and calm up here.
Boeing Zulu India Golf. Turn right heading 140. Descend and maintain 15,000.
Alright, so coming back into the weather, so seatbelts on.
Boeing Zulu India Golf. Acknowledge last transmission. Turn right heading 140. Descend and maintain 15,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Holy shit, there's the airport.
this over to here. Undock this. So this is what we're looking at. This is what they're already in. We're coming into, and if I hit this over to mode,
it is a damn roller coaster.
It'll start doing.
So I don't know if I should keep listening to the ATC to give me vectors in.
Boeing Zulu India Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45.
There's some rain hitting the windscreen.
Going to 119.45. Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Wow, Zig,
They got me way off target.
I'll say you're way off course.
I'm listening to ATC. I think that's a bad idea.
I didn't listen to him. They can't tell me what to do.
Technically they can, but yeah.
Yeah, what are they going to do? Shoot me out of the sky?
No. To just give you a fine later. Smack your hand. Tell you not to do it again.
Report them in sight. Boeing Zulu India Golf. You are 300 above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 15,000. Altimeter 2991.
I don't even know where I'm going now.
Turn right heading 140. Turn right heading 140. World travel 4762. World travel 4762. Have the Boeing 757.
I don't know, but I'm getting a lot of wind shear.
Descend and maintain 15,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Kuala Lumpur Center, Pacifica
Start being
51
proactive.
climbing through 8,400.
I don't even know where
There's no
I'm so screwed.
You're heading for the airport still. I can see you on radar.
Yeah, but I'm not.
171 Kuala Lumpur Center.
You're actually. Did you already activate your approach?
I did. And then I
You're
don't.
heading for the approach.
Is it way out there somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right heading 160. Proceed on course.
I'm like trying to see it on the GPS and it's.
Oh shit! All right, autopilot
Okay.
off. I gotta take over. Holy crap!
Turn left heading 320. Descend and maintain 3,000. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 32. Left approach. World travel 2283. Turn left heading 110.
Now we're out of the tremendous downpour just into the little bit of downpour.
I guess they were going to take me the right way. It's just now that I see where the approach is going to take me.
Here's one of the bouncy drafts.
Damn, that thunder's loud.
Boeing Zulu India Golf. You are 1,200 below your assigned altitude. Turn left heading 110. Climb and maintain 15,000. Altimeter.
I don't know if we can land in this, guys.
Pacifica 5171. Climb and maintain
Send it,
flight
maintain
level 190. Climb and maintain flight level 190. Pacifica 5171. World travel 2283. Contact Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45.
Sync rate.
That
Sync rate.
here.
Going to 11.
Sync rate.
World travel
Sync rate.
228.
Who's getting sync rate? Is that me?
Hold
Probably you,
up.
because you're probably getting shot straight to the ground right about now.
Sometimes I get confused because, you know, like usually you hear that from Moondog's screen.
Sync rate.
Can't be me, I'm not there yet.
Sync rate.
Well, I'm not that close yet either, but I didn't think.
I'm just now descending to 7,000. I'm still up at 18.
I'm probably a little lower than I should be, but
Sync rate. Hold up.
start to back off the speed because I don't need to be doing 350 still yet.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, please acknowledge. Turn left heading 110, climb and maintain 15,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur approach on 119.45. 119.45 for Boeing Zulu India Golf.
Sync rate.
Sync rate.
Pacifica 5171, climb and maintain flight level 290. Climb and maintain flight level. Kuala Lumpur approach, Boeing Zulu India Golf is climbing through 9,800 for 15,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf, Kuala Lumpur approach, roger, altimeter 2988. Boeing Zulu India Golf, contact Kuala Lumpur center at 132.6.
Alright, gears down.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Kuala
Sync
Lumpur
rate.
approach, world travel
Pull up.
4762, with you 11,000.
Sync
World
rate.
travel 4762, Kuala Lumpur.
Sync rate.
Roger, altimeter 2988. 132.6 for Boeing Zulu India Golf.
There's actually a lot of land down there.
Sync rate. Pull up.
A lot of what?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Land.
we're not trying to land on an aircraft carrier.
Sync rate.
What's that stuff coming up at me at a tremendous speed of great? It's big. It should have a big, strong name like ground.
15,000. World travel
Yeah.
4762, contact Kuala Lumpur
There.
center at
Sync rate.
132.6. Boeing Zulu India Golf,
Yeah, yeah.
Kuala
Sync rate.
Lumpur approach, roger, altimeter 2988.
No, unless the weather changes, it's going to get to a point where the autopilot can't handle that anymore, and you're going to have to hand fly it until you get in smoother weather.
Yeah.
Boeing
Sync
Zulu
rate.
India Golf, please expedite your
Pull
climb
up.
to 15,000.
Pull up.
Shit.
Pull up. Sync rate.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to 15,000.
I don't think I'm going to make the turn in time here, the weird way it brought me into the approach. I should have listened to the ATC.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to 15,000.
Hope everybody back there filled out a will.
Kuala Lumpur, departure beach, Papa Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Whiskey is at 800, climbing 9,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to 15,000. Beach, Papa Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Whiskey, Kuala Lumpur, departure, roger, altimeter 2991. Beach, Sierra Foxtrot Whiskey, turn left heading 150, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 9,000. Turn left heading 150, resume on navigation, climb and maintain 9,000. Beach Sierra Foxtrot Whiskey.
Hand me off, hand me off, hand me off. Why? That's fine.
Oh, no.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Moondog's got it now.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Sync rate.
There's an Airbus 3-1 there ahead of me. Wonder who that is. 8321, 6,500 feet.
Yeah, see, I'm totally not in the right spot.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
I just got slammed into the ground.
Sink rate.
Just as you guys approach the runway,
Watch that.
there's a huge downdraft and it just slams you into the ground. I didn't even make it to the runway.
Kuala Lumpur approach. Bombardier Victor Hotel Whiskey Zulu is at 6,700, descending 6,000. Bombardier Victor Hotel Whiskey Zulu. Kuala Lumpur approach. Roger. Altimeter 2988. Kuala Lumpur approach. Boeing Zulu India Golf is climbing through 7,100 for 15,000. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Kuala Lumpur approach. Roger. Altimeter 2988.
Sink rate.
Bombardier Whiskey Zulu. Turn right heading 055. Boeing Zulu India Golf. Please expedite your climb to 15,000. Turn right heading 055. Bombardier Whiskey Zulu.
All right. So anyone in any of our chats at the moment watching this later, we are trying to pay attention, but we're more or less trying to pay more attention to
Yeah.
not crashing, attempting to get this landed.
Bombardier Whiskey Zulu. You are 28 miles south. Turn left heading 355. Descend and maintain 3,000. Clear ILS.
I am going to park right here.
Maintain 3,000.
And
I'm
watch
gonna
the
switch
show.
over and see. Well, I'm going to switch over to you
Oh, great.
first, because I think you're next one in.
Well, I don't know. I'm looping around now.
Are you getting the wind shear I was getting
Turn left heading
in turbulence, where it was like shoving you down like 3,000 feet per minute, and then next second you're going up like 2,000?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay. What is the active sky weather plus gauge? This red bar that's on the far right side of the weather.
What are you talking about?
All right, I'm pulling it up on my thing here. Right side here, I have this red bar that's not been there.
Hold
Is
on.
that a wind shear gauge? Or is that even worse weather over that way?
Hold on. Keep it up there so I can see it. I wasn't
Yeah.
watching you.
Oh no, that's fine. I'm just I'm following ATC to get out here.
What's
That might be wind
the
shear.
That's what I was wondering if that could be, but
Traffic is 2 o'clock, 4 miles at 4,400. Boeing 737, report them in sight.
I must still be on where they want me to be for approach.
I should have followed ATC and they would have set me up a lot better, I think.
Boeing Zulu India Golf, please expedite your climb to 15,000.
I mean, I've got rain now. I don't have as many wind shears at the moment.
So what would our course be for landing? 320?
326.
326.
Boeing Zulu India Golf.
The thing is, though, I would not trust the autopilot. Not with this wind shear. Just can't keep up with it.
Aviation's getting ready to go in.
I'm just trying to get swung around here and back on course.
Alright, let's go check out aviation.
Boeing 2 India Golf. Contact Kuala Lumpur Center on 132.
Beechcraft SFW. A little
Think rate.
Beechcraft in this? I don't know.
Think rate.
I like my King Air, but I like it also in one piece.
I'll be honest, I don't think I had this much wind shear flying through the hurricanes.
Boeing 2 India Golf. Acknowledge last
No.
transmission.
But that could also be a modeling issue where it was over the water. It can't model it as well as you start to get it over land.
Think rate. Think rate.
I don't know, aviation's flying away from the airport too.
India Golf. Please acknowledge.
The smart thing probably would have been for me to just go into a holding pattern and wait for the weather to clear up some.
India Golf. Acknowledge last transmission.
You know me, I don't do that.
I didn't either. And I would have made it had I not been smacked out of the air.
Think rate.
Boeing 2
Now
India
they're having
Golf.
that.
IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar
Wind shear.
terminated. Squawk 1202. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved.
Think rate. Think
Yeah.
rate.
Definitely getting some nasty stuff
Think
here in a
rate.
minute. Evening, Rob.
Hey,
Don't
Rob.
don't say good evening because it's not good at the moment.
Especially for some of my passengers, because they just had landing gear shoved up through their seats. Whose idea was it to fly into Kuala Lumpur?
Yours.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
Okay, yeah. I also set this up like weeks ago.
And you didn't check the weather forecast?
For weeks ago? It was like a month ago when I said, I suggested it. Yeah, that sounds good.
Hey, AccuWeather, they predict weather out to like 6 months from now.
I think I have the runway in my sights.
Are you coming down 3-2 right?
I don't know. 3-2 left, I think.
Well, 3-2 left is to your left. You're on 3-2 right.
I don't know. I'm going on this one.
Aviation. Zig.
Think rate.
And another Airbus.
What do we want the auto brakes on?
Well, for this, Max, because you're going to need all the speed you can get when you hit the end of the runway. And you hit that downdraft.
Oh, there you go. Weather. Thunderstorms in vicinity.
Think
Heavy
rate.
rain.
Think rate.
Really?
Pull up. Think rate.
Why can't I get the autopilot to go off?
Hit the disengage. And then just turn everything off. Oh shit, there's
there
aviation
it
right in
is.
front of you. He's coming at you.
Whoever's
Nope.
behind me, slow down.
Holy shit. Aviation's on glide slope. Zig's dancing around over top of him.
I'm missing it because I'm trying to keep the plane in the air.
And then aviation just stopped midair.
I'm never gonna get down there, dang it.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Holy shit, Zig, I've never seen a plane
rate.
fly sideways.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Yes, I know I'm 1,000 feet below. I'm trying to climb back up.
Can't see my speed. Holy crap, come on, oh no!
Holy shit, you're headed right for the terminal.
It's just pushing me all around.
Give her throttle. Give her throttle.
Oh, I stalled it. Yep, told you I'd crash here. I stalled it. Told you I couldn't see my speed.
Well, it's there's wind shear right at the end of that runway.
Are you also noticing there, Draco, like on the ATS? Like there's a line of plane. For me, there's a line of planes getting ready to come in right around them also. So it's like,
Yeah, there's Zig, and then another Airbus, and then a Bombardier, another Bombardier, another Bombardier, and 4 Bombardiers.
So did y'all drink the sake before you took off?
We're gonna go have another shot.
it was nice and clear when we took off.
Meanwhile, here comes aviation, flying a little bit sideways, wings a little low. Now, that was an interesting landing, aviation. I've never seen a plane fly sideways, skid across the grass, and then lift straight up like a helicopter.
Come to Wichita Falls, Texas. I'll show you Air Force pilots.
World Travel 4320. You were
Yeah, but this is an Airbus. It's not supposed to. Never.
Either it's a T-38.
Meanwhile, Moondog's still up in the air, circling, being yelled at by Bitch and Betty.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink rate.
Yeah, I know. Well,
Not much you can do about that.
I didn't know you had sinks in there.
wind is buffering around enough that it's like.
We used to sit at about a quarter mile from the end of the runway out in the pasture and watch them jets land out there at night.
32 right. Was that correct with the 111.90? By any chance?
I believe so.
No, that's 32 left.
No, it's 109.1.
Do you know where you parked at, Draco?
Yeah, I'm parked on the taxiway.
Oh, okay. I'll just take a gate medium. I'll go gate A2.
So, yeah, so there's 3 warnings. I think this is a tropical storm we're trying to land in. It says TS.
That's, yep, tropical storm.
You should. There's a big line of just planes.
On my radar, in game, I've got a Boeing 747 right in front of me.
Well, I've got I have 6 planes that I can see within 36 nautical miles, all lined up trying to land here. Looks like a train. And I will be right back.
Is that too far out?
Alright, I'm gonna go take a break and refill my beverage.
Alright.
I've reloaded and I'm at gate A2.
Okay.
Did you have to have the pilot seat cleaned?
No, we had to have a whole new plane brought in. The last one landed in a tree, Dan.
George of the jungle there.
Yeah. Well, I landed in about 3 trees, but, you know, took care of that.
Speed down.
I think after about 5 minutes of that sink rate, I just dived the thing into the ground.
It is a thought. Air brakes. Yep, you're going to be yelling all sorts of stuff here real quick. Click on disengage, thank you. Missed the trees. Runway.
Moondog was literally the only one to land.
That wasn't so difficult. Yeah.
Alright, so we have a decision to make. We can either try and take off, fly 20 minutes, and land in the same stuff all over again, or we can end it here.
Well, let's look around us and let's take a group consensus and maybe fly onto the next leg. We don't have to fly 20 minutes. We can fly a little bit further.
The thing is, though, is I'm looking at the warnings that they have up, and they go all the way from the edge of the airport, practically. All the way into the Philippines.
So in other words, we would be grounded anyways.
Pretty much.
And I did that on flaps 5.
Did you land it, Moondog?
Landed it just about center line.
I don't want to hear about it.
Oh, here. We want to watch it again on my stream? Taxi to gates, please. So, I mean, Draco has an interesting question in process. So, Drake,
what's the question?
I don't want that one. I want virtual cockpit. Thank you.
Well, explain it again. He wasn't here.
We kind of have a choice. We can either take off in this and fly 20 minutes and land in the same horrible weather where we're all going to pretty much end nose first somewhere near the airport.
3 out of 4 of us will.
Yeah, right. Well, wait, no. 3 out of 4 of us will land it. Because you guys all landed, right?
Well... landing is such a relative term.
It didn't say you crashed, did it, and reload you?
No, but I have it that turned off.
You do?
For my for my 377 because my 377 allows me to do emergency landings like belly landings.
Oh, well, you're cheating.
No, trust me, this was a crash that I had.
Okay. All right, fair enough.
Or we can just end the stream here and try it and do a longer leg later where there's an actual chance of us reaching the airport in one piece.
What's aviation? I saw aviation notices going up there. What was...
I'm fine with whatever.
There. I mean, it's not like I haven't streamed a bit today.
Yeah, right. I'm okay with that.
And we're already at 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Definitely been an interesting flight. You want to let me roll in and taxi, and one of you want, I do that, you guys can do an exit, and
I'm right behind you taxiing, so.
Let me know when you're ready to go with the outro.
If you want to start it, go for it, because I'm just going to taxi up to a parking gate. Doesn't matter.
All right, everybody. Well, sounds like we're going to wrap it up right here. I'd like to thank everybody for coming and hanging out tonight and watching me crash. And Draco crash, and Moondog got a landing, and did Aviation land it? Well, he's still rolling. He must have. I see him.
Aviation did a trick landing.
I see him taxiing in, but...
Real quick here, Rob did ask how the new computer treat me. Computers treat me fine. Graphics card's not in it yet, so aside from that, yes, it's doing fine. No in-flight deaths of the computer. So go ahead. Sorry.
So yeah, if you like what you saw tonight, hit the subscribe button and the little bell. You'll be notified when we go live. We stream FSX on Tuesday nights and Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Check out everybody in the Monkey Show, the main monkey, Bipolar Prophet, BPG Gaming. There'll be a stream on the Farm Sim server tomorrow, right, Moondog?
Yes, there will be, unless he's still playing Grand Theft Auto.
Right, 2 o'clock Eastern is when that goes off.
Eastern.
I won't be there, but Moondog will be there probably. Usually always is. ETS on Saturdays at 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah.
What am I forgetting?
Saturday night stream then. Yeah, you mentioned that.
Yep, I mentioned that.
Make sure you like, share, buttons, subscribe to everyone. Those that have set up in any of the monkey shows, donations, tips, however you want to describe that, are available. Feel free to leave a tip, donation, if you feel choose. We're not here begging for them, but you know, they are appreciated. They will help us get better stuff for better streams.
Thanks for Moondog and Draco, and Dan popped in there at the last minute, and
Aviation for Flying actually with us.
Yep, Aviation for Flying. We got him taxiing in right here in the Airbus. So yeah, we'll see you guys on Tuesday night for me, and Moondog will be on tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.
See ya, everyone.
See ya.